Monday Night Raw, 7/20/2009. And as soon as he sits down, we'll just get started.
Alright, I'm going to have to kind of read this one off this list, but John Cena comes out to talk about his match at Night of Champions for the WWE Championship. He talks about how he's going to win and how Randy Orton and them and like that. And then Randy Orton comes out and starts talking, and he talks trash and stuff, and so John Cena like takes his shirt off and backs up and stuff. And then Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase run out. Cena wants to start a match with start beating him up and stuff, but he wants to. But then Triple H comes out and makes the match the Legacy versus Triple H and John Cena. And pretty much John Cena says he doesn't care if he wins. Triple H, he doesn't care if he wins or John Cena wins. He just does not want Randy Orton to win. So he said this time he doesn't even care if he wins. He just does not want Randy Orton to win.
Alright, then they show the guest host for Raw this week, who was ZZ Top. They're backstage talking to Santino Marella, and that happened like a ton of times during the show. But the first match of the show, which was a 6-man tag team match, it was Kofi Kingston, Primo, and MVP versus Jack Swagger, Carlito, and The Big Show. And those are the 6 contestants that are going to be in the United States Championship match at Night of Champions. But the winning team was Primo, MVP, and Kofi. And after the after the match was over, Big Show basically just beats up everybody in the whole ring. His team and the other team, so he just takes them all out.
Okay. Again, ZZ Top backstage. ZZ Top backstage with Santino Marella. Santino's like dressed up like ZZ Top. He's got this thing and like a little beard and then a guitar and stuff. Then Chris Jericho comes in and he's like, I cannot believe that I'm standing right here in ZZ Top, this legends and stuff. And kind of talks mean to him at the end or something. So ZZ Top is like, well, we actually got a match for you. Chris Jericho versus Mark Henry, because like last week or something, Mark Henry just totally beat him up bad. So he made a match and Chris Jericho started like freaking out and stuff. So
the next match was Brian Kendrick. He comes out, he starts talking to Jerry the King Lawler at the announce table, and he starts telling him how he's won the WWE Tag Team title for like over a year, and that's more championships than Jerry the King Lawler has had, apparently. That's what Brian Kendrick said. And so Lillian's about to announce Brian Kendrick's opponent, and then Jerry gets up, goes into the ring, and starts like saying, "No, Lillian, let me announce it for him." And it ends up that his opponent's going to be Jerry the King Lawler. So they have a fight, and ends up that Lawler wins. And actually, he still looked pretty good in that match. He did like a drop kick, all this stuff. So he ended up winning and beating the Brian Kendrick,
which I really don't like him that much. Okay, Josh Matthews interviews Mickie James. This is like outside, like if you watch where the hog pin match was, if you know where that was, that's where this interview was. They were like on this little stage, and Josh Matthews standing up there.
They're kind of like to the side of the entrance ramp.
And then The Miz comes out and talks about like Mickie James talking about how her match at Night of Champions and stuff, and then The Miz comes out because she's fighting Maurice and talks about all the stuff. You're not as hot, I guess, and all this kind of stuff. And then Maurice comes out, and they start fighting, well, not fighting, but like talk fighting and stuff, like who's better and stuff. And then from out of the blue, Maurice just pulled this bottle of hairspray out and then just started spraying Mickie James in the face with it, and she starts going everywhere and stuff. So well, that's what the announcer said. Is that hairspray? So I'm guessing that's what it was.
The next was Mark Henry versus Chris Jericho. That match, I don't think it was a very good match, but Mark Henry ended up winning by disqualification because Chris Jericho beat him down with a steel chair. So.
Here we go again. ZZ Top and Santino backstage, and then Chavo Guerrero comes in, talks about that ZZ Top and how the other special guests have treated him bad, like making him fight with his hand behind his back and stuff. But then then ZZ Top is like, yeah, but we're making a short dress men match. Well, apparently against him and Hornswoggle, and apparently he had to wear a suit, and so it's like you had to wear a suit, and like apparently the match is like how you win is you have to pull the clothes off of the person. So.
Okay. Next is Hornswoggle versus Chavo, and that was the Sharp Dressed Man match, which would usually be a tuxedo match, but since ZZ Top was guest hosting, they called it a Sharp Dressed Man match. Chavo comes out with his suit on and all, but his two legs are like sewn together, so it's like one giant leg, I guess. And they made fun of him, called him like a penguin, whatever, and he ended up losing that match, which was kind of obvious that he was going to.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long they're going to keep this up with him and Hornswoggle, but I don't know.
It's actually a little entertaining. It's better than like regular matches sometimes, but
I don't know. And then they show ZZ Top backstage with Santino, and again, and ZZ Top's like, oh, we're missing something. And then here come all the divas: Kelly, let's see here, Alicia Fox, Gail Kim, Rosa Mendez, and they all start dancing and all this. And then Santino starts dancing in like a Speedo, I guess, which is usually like what the normal like Randy Orton, Triple H, wrestlers like that wear. But Santino, I guess, normally doesn't wear one. And so he started dancing like with that on, and then they all like leave, but he just keeps dancing.
He's got a big tattoo like right here.
Yeah, he does.
Alright, then it's Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole all in the ring with two microphones, and pretty much all they do is just announce every single match at Night of Champions and talk about them. Okay. Then it's the Legacy and Chris Jericho backstage. Like Chris Jericho's got a suit on and he's like walking out with his luggage, and the Legacy pops in there. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase and talks about their match at Night of Champions and how they're so much better and how a mystery opponent, who's that going to be, and they say, and Chris Jericho's like, well, maybe it'll be Randy Orton and stuff like that, and so Chris Jericho kind of won that
That'd actually be pretty cool. They're basically just saying what's stopping us from beating you up right now. Okay, next was Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole announced the guest host for next week, which is going to be Shaquille O'Neal, which should be pretty cool. And then ZZ Top announces a legs match. So I'm not really sure what a legs match is, but Kelly and Gail Kim versus Rosa Mendez and Alicia Fox in a tag team for Divas, and the winner is Alicia Fox and Rosa Mendez. And then after that, ZZ Top comes out in their car and all before the next match. And I guess I'll go ahead and finish and say the last one since he's over there.
What I was going to say is there was like
Legacy.
They said something about somebody else being with Shaq, like on the WWE website. You can check that out.
The last match, which was the main event, was Legacy versus Triple H and Cena. And I guess that's a pretty good match. But those three, Randy Orton, Triple H, and John Cena, have been like rivals for like years. And it's I mean, I think it's eventually getting pretty old.
Like on all they even talked about their WrestleMania 24 match.
So the winner was John Cena and Triple H, and that was Raw 7/20/09. Oh, the question of the video.
Oh, I forgot. I always forgot about this.
The question of the video is, are you excited about Night of Champions? Do you think you're going to be getting it? And if you're watching this video after Night of Champions 2009, what did you think about it? Did you think it was good? Do you like the outcome? Etc. Etc.
Well, Night of Champions 2010. Who knows?
Whatever. Thanks for watching, and peace.